Good afternoon, Dot Watchers. I'm back, we're back. I am outside the Peak Centre in Edale and we are ready for another Montane Winter Spine Races. And it is very, very properly wintry this time around, as you can see behind us. Now, obviously, I'm Will. I'm going to be here for the duration, looking after the social media coverage, but I am not alone this time around. We have...
Yeah, Cammy, nice to meet you all. I'll also be in front of the camera and behind it all week, bringing you all the action out here from this super snowy winter wonderland that is the Spine.
Yeah, and it is very much that. A winter wonderland when you're down here looking up at it, but it's going to be very, very interesting up there on the trails. The reports from the safety teams are that it's going to be a particularly epic race this time around.
Yeah, I mean, well, just looking around us here, knee-deep snow in some areas, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
What do you think the runners are going to face when they head out of Edale here for the start and up into the mountains?
It's going to be difficult straight away. It's going to be slippery on the slabs as you come out of Edale. It is going to be difficult getting up Jacob's Ladder, and nobody has been out on these trails over the last few days because honestly, who would? Yeah. So we're looking at a crust of ice over the top of deep, deep snow over a lot of the Pennine Way. Hopefully things are going to warm up overnight, Sunday into Monday morning, and then things will be very, very different. We'll be back into boggy conditions most likely, but right now it's looking a lot like the Arctic race.
Brilliant. Well, as we look at the field, you know, people are starting to register today. We've got our races coming up over the weekend.
Yeah.
Is it going to be beneficial perhaps for our front runners to hang back a little bit, male and female race, let someone else break the trail? We're going to see some game playing and some tactics. And for those at the back, as you say, when they hit the real boggy terrain, that is going to be cold and wet and slow. So, I mean, the whole range of the field are going to face challenges, strategies. It's going to really shake things up a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very, very spiny, about as spiny as it gets. For the front runners, I mean, who can say? Classically, whatever predictions I make at this point are nonsense within about 24 hours. So I don't want to overcommit, but it is bound to slow them down. I'd be very surprised if we're talking about course record pace. Unless those temperatures drop hard overnight and freeze that top layer, they aren't going to be able to move as quick. And then those slower runners, like you said, it's going to be a quagmire for them. Yeah. Once they get up in the area of Hadrian's Wall next week, if the temperatures are what we think they are, they could be swimming through sections of the course.
Well, I can't wait to see it. If you're following the race, well, you're ready to give us the rundown. We'll be doing coverage all day from today through to the 19th, with the races starting this weekend. Well, are you ready? Saturday morning.
I think I've got this. So, Saturday morning, 8 AM, you're going to see the start of the Montane Winter Spine Challenger South. Those runners have got 108 miles of Pennine Way to cover, finishing up in Hawes. Half an hour later, the Montane MRT Challenge South, which is the same race, but only for Mountain Rescue Team members. Midday tomorrow, you've got the start of the sprint. 46 miles up to Hebden Bridge. Going into Sunday, then we've got the big race. 8 AM on Sunday morning, the 268-mile monster Montane Winter Spine Race begins. And then Monday morning, the 13th, we're not done yet, the Montane Winter Spine Challenger North, starting in Hardraw and heading all the way up to Kirk Yetholm. So we have a lot on.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely mega, and we are going to be bringing you all the action across all of our channels. So make sure you're following the Spine social media channels, our YouTube channels for daily updates, and make sure that you're on open tracking for our dot watching extraordinaire, and follow all the runners as they progress their way up the course all week. We can't wait to showcase now that winter has well and truly arrived.
Winter is here. Stick with us, Dot Watchers. It's going to be epic.